name is Katrina and I make TikToks. I do art on there. I've become known for chicken nugget clocks and paint making. Next video is going to be how I make chicken nugget clocks, and I'll share the ways that I've found that make my life a lot easier versus how I started making them. I also recently brought up the idea of a handmade watercolor paint subscription thing, and I'm working on that, and that's what this video is about, is making paint for that subscription. The paint's not going to be sent out yet. I'm still making a whole bunch because I'm hoping a lot of people are interested, but they seem like it on TikTok. So. Before we continue, I think I need to mention the makeup I got going on here, and you know what? I saw a girl on TikTok do this like dark under the nose thing, and I'm gonna wash it off after this video anyways. But I haven't worn makeup in 6 months, and I just felt like, you know what? Makeup is about fun, so just don't at me. Don't at me. I'm not gonna play any background music or tunes in the background of this video because I kind of like, I hate to say ASMR because I didn't even have my mic on, my proper mic, but I kind of like this sounds, so you know what it sounds like. That sounds really weird, but you know what? Next video I will probably put background music in. Lastly, for this long intro already, is while I was actually filming this, I was in quarantine because I thought that I had COVID because I had all the symptoms, and in the factory I work at there's a lot of cases, but it turns out I was negative, but I was still sick. I still had a lot of COVID symptoms, so I don't know if I had like some sort of pneumonia or just a really bad cold, but it's in the summertime so it's out of season for a cold. I don't know, but I feel better now. So let's just get into it, but first, coffee. So these are some of the pigments I'm going to use for the first launch of the subscription paint thing. This is a natural indigo ground from the actual plant. Unlike, I did a comparison between indigo and Winsor & Newton's indigo, and they're not even the same color. Winsor & Newton's indigo is more of a royal blue. And so then if I have more paint than I want to use right now, I'll store them in these. You get 10 of them for $1 at Dollar Tree. As long as they're airtight, and these ones are, so that's cool. These are the half pans that I use. It comes with 64, it comes with magnets in the back. I plan to use tubes mostly, but I'm going to use those on some of the colors, or I might just do all tubes and then send half pans if they want to put the paints in them themselves. I'm using my daughter's thing for this, but I ordered these tubes. They're basically lip gloss tubes, and I got them instead of metal ones because they're refillable. So like then I can offer, hey, you run out of paint in this one, mail it back for like, I don't know, 25 cents a tube off of your next month or off of the next order you make. This is the mold that I use. I got it off, it was either Jerry Artorama or Jackson's. I think it was Jackson's. This is just Master's Touch, you know, Hobby Lobby brand, I think. And then to get the paint in these tubes, this is just infant's antiseptic, whatever. It's for like baby Tylenol, so I can fill it up, measure it that way, and then it just goes right in here, and then bloop. You know, it's not that hard. You're not stupid. I don't know why I'm over explaining. Alright, so let's start with some indigo. Go ahead and make a lot of it. We'll start with that. It's easier if you start with a little and then put more in. This is my binder base. I store it in the fridge when I'm not using it. I made a TikTok showing how I make mine. I'll make a more detailed video before long. So I usually start by just mixing it in before molding. So, because there's quite a bit, we'll just skip the squeegee thing. Now, indigo doesn't really absorb very much. It doesn't like to mix with the binder without molding it, so make sure you set it down gently or it will really go crazy everywhere. So normally I would prefer to mix it before molding it, but with indigo you just have to like start carefully. It's all trial and error. Okay, so now I can add some more. You can see how the ball just kind of coats the outside of the drop, so it just like runs. Every so often, I just like to grab all the paint and pull it back to the middle. And now is about the time when I would add in more of the pigment. And if it gets dry on your surface like that, it's okay to add water because it'll just evaporate out. I mean, it's watercolor paint, so a little water to keep it moist. So you gotta mull it for quite a while. If you guys want a full-length YouTube video that's like 10 to 15 minutes long of just mulling ASMR, because it takes like, I'm probably gonna spend an hour and a half, not that you'll see, an hour and a half to 2 hours mulling this over and over again. I'm in quarantine anyway, so if you want it, let me know. Now you can see it's still rather clumpy, so it would definitely need mulled more. I'm going to end up using this whole jar today. And I'll link everything below, like the half pans and stuff, so if you really want to get everything that I use to make my paints to try and play around with it yourself, you can. You might be able to find them cheaper, but I've tried multiple places and I've tried cheaper brands, and these ones I like more than other cheaper brands. But you might like the other ones. It's all personal preference. Now I will be working with this one. And how I seal them is I just take a piece of foil, I put it on there, and then I screw the cap on, and it seals it like this. And at first I was peeling this off around it, but I find that it stays better if I don't. And that's it on that. Now, I know because you guys are going to want to know how much everything costs, I've created a list. These are in American dollars, and there are more cost-efficient ways to do it, but if you are starting out, these are what some things would cost. So if you already owned a mull and things, it would be more cost-efficient because you wouldn't have to buy that every time, obviously, or the table. I might use more pigment, I might use less. It really depends on how much paint sells, of course. So altogether, not including the glass top table, because you could definitely be more cost efficient with just a glass slab on top of a different table, is $157. But I will link everything down below if you guys want to get some things. That's it for this video. So follow me on TikTok, maybe Instagram if you're feeling generous. Subscribe, I'd love if you did. Love to have you here. More videos to come, I promise. And I guess I'll just see you guys next video. Goodbye. Oh, one last thing. If you watch my old videos, please don't judge them. They're really cringe, and I promise they'll be better from here on out. Well, I guess I can't promise, but hopefully they will be. Okay, now I'll see you guys next video.